Hello friends, welcome back to What Cat Reads. For those who are new here, I'm Kat. I'm a wife, a homeschool mom, and an avid reader. It is almost September, and in September, Becca from the books does her Bookoplothon game. So I have my board printed out, and I'm going to pick my reading prompts for this month and the books I'm going to read based on the readathon game. So let's see what the rolls give me. Alright, so here we have our board. I have my little sun marker. It's just an eraser I used. I'm going to set a goal for 8 rolls. And hopefully I don't end up with too many extra, because September is our first month back, and that means that I may not have as much time as I normally would to do my reading. But let's get started. Troop 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a pattern and text only on the on the cover is my prompt for this first one. Let's see what we're going to read. So for my first prompt, we have a book that is mostly a design or text on the cover, and I picked Romanoff. This book I've had on my TBR shelf for a while. This is going to follow Anastasia, and she's been given a mission to smuggle an ancient spell into her suitcase on her way to exile in Siberia. It might be her family's only salvation, but the leaders of the Bolshevik army are after them. And, but the leader, singular, the leader of the Bolshevik army is after them, and he's hunted Romanovs before. So this is a fantasy, a historical fantasy, which will make it interesting for my genre blanket, but we'll see how I end up kind of placing it. This one does have it does have magic, but it also is the historical or some of the historical events of the Romanov family. And now our second roll. Let me re-roll that since that went off. Ah, sugar. Alright, I got doubles, which means that I'll have to do another roll. But 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Favorite setting for the second book. For favorite setting, I have gone with the school setting. I tend, especially in September, those tend to be my favorite, just because we're all going back to school and everything, and so I went with that. And my sister asked me to read The Grimrose Girls, and this one is after the mysterious death of their best friend. After the mysterious death of their best friend, Ella, Yuki, and Rory are the talk of their elite school, Grimrose Academy. The police ruled Arian's death as a suicide, but the trio is determined to find out what really happened. So this looks like it's kind of a thriller mystery, and so I'm looking forward to it. I'm just looking at inside to see what it has to say about the genre and everything. Fairy tales. Alright, so yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. And we'll see how this one goes. For our third roll, is 5. And that prompt is letter. So that's a random letter generator. So I'll find a book that starts with that letter. Alright, so for the 1, 2, 3rd book, 3rd roll, we have the random letter generator. So I'm going to click this. And we have a book that begins with the letter C. This one, I'm going to go on ahead and I might regret it, but I think I might use the book Covet. I'm trying to read Crush here in August, and if I do manage to finish that here in August, then I will read Covet. Otherwise, I'll read Crush. So whichever one of that series I am on. For my 4th roll, here we go. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Features a death. So for the next book, we have Features a Death, and I am going to do Where the Red Fern Grows. This one, many of us read as kids. It's been, I don't think I've read this since 7. Trying to remember which building I was in 7th grade. So I haven't read this since then. I do remember the ending, and there is death in it. And I know it's probably going to rip my heart out, but we'll do this one. This follows Billy. He's dreamed of owning 2 dogs and takes his, I believe it's his summer. Anyway, he saves up enough money to get Anne and Dan, and they have their time in the Ozarks and working to become the finest hunting team in the valley. So I remembered really enjoying this one, despite the ending and how much it ripped my heart out. But we'll go on ahead and do this one for Features a Death. And now the 5th roll. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A big book, more than 500 pages. Oh, big book, over 500 pages. I can't believe I'm doing this as my, what book number are we on? Oops. 5th, and I have one more re-roll so far. So I'm gonna do it and just go with it and hope for the best. I'm gonna read A Court of Silver Flames. This is 757 pages. I'm hoping that it's gonna be a lot like some of the other Sarah J. Maas books, where it just really pulls you in and everything really keeps you going, and is, even though it's a big book, somewhat quick read. But we'll have to wait and see what the month brings. And now for the 6th book. 3, 1, 2, 3. Randomize your TBR. For that roll, was it number 6? Book number 6. I had randomize your TBR. I went ahead and put all of my books, and put them back in alphabetical order. They'd kind of gotten out of order over the last few months. So they're in order. I'm going to use a random number generator and count the books. There are 19 books total here. And we'll do it that way. So, first up, alright, random number generator 1 to 19. Oh, wait. And generate. Number 12. So, boop. Alright. Here I have my books. Hi, lady. Hi, baby. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12th book is 1 + 1 by Jojo Moyes. This is Jess Thomas has always tried to do the right thing, but life doesn't make it easy. Her math whiz daughter gets into a life-changing opportunity that they can't afford, and so they are happened upon by a brilliant tech millionaire whose life is falling apart, and he decides to help them out. So we're going to do that one for the random TBR, and let's keep rolling. For book number 7, doubles again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. People on the cover. Alright, so we got people on the cover. I'm going to go with another reread here, partially because I'm a little intimidated by how many books are on this list. And so we're going to do Bridge to Terabithia. We have Leslie and Jess are on the cover of this one. For those who don't know Bridge to Terabithia, this is the story of Jess, who's been practicing all summer to be the best runner in the 5th grade. And then the new girl, Leslie Burke, moves into town and quickly outpaces him. And then this is just the story of their adventures that school year for that 5th grade. I remember really loving this. I love the movie. So I am looking forward to that one next. Book number 8. 1, 2, 3. Buildings on the cover. Building on the cover. Alright, so I'm going to go with another one that my sister lent me to read, and that is A Winter's Promise. This whole island, floating island, it's all buildings all over it. So I'm going to count that. It says Ophelia processes 2 special gifts. I cannot read. Ophelia possesses 2 special gifts: a talent for seeing into an object's past and the ability to travel through mirrors. Her peaceful existence on Anima is interrupted when she's promised in marriage to the Taciturn Thorn, a member of a powerful clan from a cold and distant ark. A pawn in a dangerous game that will have far-reaching consequences for her entire world. Ophelia must navigate the lies and machinations of her fiance's clan in order to survive in this first installment of the internationally best-selling Mirror Visitors series. So I guess I'm starting another series. I am I've seen this one in the bookstore, and the cover always catches my eye. And I'm just gonna see how this goes. Hopefully I enjoy it. Alright, so for our doubles, we have to roll again for a 9th book. Oh, doubles again. Alright. This one is 1, 2. Published or set in 1999 or before. Alright, so we have published or set before 2000. I think the mark says 1999 or before. But I'm kind of torn on this one. I have 2 titles. I am I think just gonna leave both of them as possibilities, and I'll let you know at the end of the month what I end up doing. The first one is Becoming Mrs. Lewis. This is one I've read Pally Callahan's Once Upon a Wardrobe, which was another character interacting with C.S. Lewis. But this is the story of C.S. Lewis's wife, and how she became his wife. This takes place in London in 1950. And it says, when poet and writer Joy Davidman began writing letters to C.S. Lewis, known as Jack, she was looking for spiritual answers, not love. Love, after all, wasn't holding together her crumbling marriage. Everything about New Yorker Joy seemed ill-matched for an Oxford Don and the beloved writer of Narnia. Yet their minds bonded over their letters, embarking on the adventure of her life. Joy traveled from America to England and back again, facing heartbreak and poverty, discovering friendship and faith, and against all odds, finding a love that even the threat of death couldn't destroy. So this one's historical fiction. So I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to fall on wanting to read that versus this other one, and that's Malibu Rising. This takes place in Malibu, August 1983. And I really enjoyed Daisy Jones and the Six, and was kind of curious if it's the author and the way that she writes, or if it's was just the material in the book, what it was about. With Daisy Jones and the Six, it's about a rock band. This one follows Nina Riva, and it says it's the day of Nina Riva's annual end of summer party, and anticipation is at a fever pitch. Everyone wants to be around the famous Rivas. Nina, the talented surfer and supermodel, brothers Jay and Hud, one a championship surfer, the other a renowned photographer, and their adored baby sister Kit. Together, the siblings are a source of fascination in Malibu and the world over, especially as the offspring of legendary singer Mick Riva. And so this is going to follow that family at that end of the summer. Again, I don't know which of these two I will read for this prompt. We'll just have to wait and see for that one. Roll number 10 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. favorite setting again. For favorite setting a second time, I'm going to pick up one that's a read-along with Sarah's Shelves. They're doing a Twilight read-through. They started in August, read Twilight, and then for September it's New Moon. This takes place while she's at school, and so I'm going to continue this series with the group for that one. It'll be a reread. It's a chunky reread. I probably could have yeah, I could have used this for my over 500 pages. It's 540. But it should be a quick read for me, just because I've read it before. It is a reread, and we'll go from there. And hopefully this will be the final roll. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A mood read. And that roll was mood read. So that one, I'm just gonna kind of wait until we're in September for that pick. I don't even have any clue right now what I will read. I may use it for one of the book groups or book clubs that I watch on YouTube, and pick one of those books for that one. And there is my September reading. It ended up 3 books longer than I expected, but it is what it is. Here is, I don't even know if I can get it all. My physical stack. I'll only read one of these 2 on top, but I will have a reread or a mood read as well during the month. And I'm missing either Crush or Covet for my random letter generator. I got a C because that one I read off of Kindle Unlimited. But I won't lie, I am a bit intimidated by all of this. We will see how it goes during the summer. It wasn't, June, July, I read 15 books each month. That isn't a crazy amount for me, but last year during the school year, it was about 8 books. I probably should have taken that into account for this readathon when I was rolling. That doubles give you an extra book, but that's okay, and I'm gonna go with those. Please let me know what you're going to read during September. Are you participating in Becca's Bookoplothon readathon in September? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Talk to you soon.